Just wanted to go over how to set up your lab in case you're a little confused by some of the instructions. So you should all have a sheet that looks like this, front and back, with 3 different labs on it. So let's start with lab number 1, setting up your inertia lab. So you should have, if you read the instructions, you need a small cup. I have a beaker, but any small cup will work as long as your postcard fits on it. You need an index card, which should have been in your folder. And then you also need to go find a coin, such as a penny. So what you're going to do is, if you read the instructions, it says step 1, place the index card over the cup. So cup, index card, laying it right on top. Step 2, place the penny in the middle of the index card. So it's over the cup. So you can see, making sure it's overneath, new word, over, so that it will, it's right over the cup. Then the last thing you need to do is either take your index card, rip it off, you can flick it, whatever makes you happy, whichever direction. You're going to see what happens and write down your results under your questions in the data. For the second lab, you'll see that if you look on your paper, you need 1 straw, which you should have had in your folder. You need a marble or a smaller ball, and then you need like a larger golf ball size ball. So you're going to take both balls, start with 1. So let's start with the marble. Set it on your desk. You're just going to blow air at it through your straw. Change directions. Probably helps if your table is a little bit more flat than this one. Then you're going to do the same thing with this. Make sure these straws are pretty small. So make sure to blow as hard as you can. Get like closer, farther away. Check it out. See what happens. So that's all you're doing for the second one. Lab number 2, blowing the marble. For lab number 3, this one is called your balloon rocket lab. These ones, I think the instructions are the most confusing, or could be the most confusing. So you should have string. In this case, I gave you fishing line. You need to reuse your straw from part 2. You should have a balloon, and then you also need to go find your own tape. So the first thing you need to do is take some of your tape, or if you're an expert at tying fishing line, which I'm sure some of you are much better than I am, you're going to attach that to a table, a desk, something else. I'm going to attach it back where you can see, kind of, hopefully. So attach one end to a table, desk, something else. I'm going to attach mine to the bookshelf here. All right, just like that. Step 2, you need to thread your straw through your fishing line, which is part of why I gave you fishing line, because these straws are a little bit small. But they should fit through just fine. However, if you have string, you have a larger straw, you are welcome to use them. I'm going to stick that up so it doesn't fall down while I go to part 3. So now the second part, you're going to blow up your balloon. You're going to tape it to your straw. So yours are all a little bit bigger than my balloon. Mine's kind of small and teeny, but blow it up. Hold it shut. Take a piece of tape. And then I was a little confused when I first read these instructions, so I could see where it would be confusing. Where it says tape your straw to your balloon. You want to tape your straw to the top of your balloon. Nope. Just, I'm going to go the other way. Just like so. Take your string, hold it out, and then let go and see what happens. As a PSA, you could tape your other side of your fishing line and tape it to something else, like another table or some other block, and see what happens. But you're just going to do that. I think you all have a little idea of what's going to happen, and then write down your observations and your data and answer the questions.